guys, Luxker here, coming at you live with another episode of Xeno News, a monthly news series where we talk about stories related to Xenogears, Xenosaga, and the Xenoblade games. I am joined by Nishquik, a fellow JRPG and Nintendo YouTuber. I'm thinking that's what you are. How you doing, Nishquik?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me on Xeno News, Luxker. It's been an honor to be a part of this. I've been watching a few videos, and I remember last month with Yggdrasil, so I'm very excited to be a part of this because I'm delving quite deep into the greater Xeno metaverse now that I've finished everything with Xenoblade. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great series. I know you've been playing Xenogears for sure, and we'll be talking about one specific thing about Xenogears coming up. So, yeah.
Yep, I'm looking forward to that.
Fantastic game, and Xenosaga as well. So look forward to that stuff. So, but anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified on more videos like this one. It helps improve my motivation to make videos each and every day. So let's go ahead and get started. So our first news story is on Xenogears, and just last Sunday, there was well, we've seen this figure before, but it was in a prototype stage. It's the Form-Ism ACT Veltal figure. It's finally getting shown off in its full glory. It's a colored prototype right now, and I'm just gonna say it right now, this figure, like, wow, ever since, like, we saw the prototype and see it colored like this, it looks way better than, like, what previous Veltal figures have been shown off before. Like, this looks really cool.
Yeah.
I love the base for it. It's very huge. I mean, there's nothing super spectacular about it. It's just a big plastic black slab. But, like, I feel like this figure looks pretty decent. I assume it's gonna be super expensive, though, when pre-orders open up for it. But, like, this is probably one of the best Veltal figures we've seen at all. Since, like, what was it? I'll just put it on screen of what it is because I can't remember off the top of my head. But
a lot of Xenogears, like the gears and the mechs in that game, are very detailed and very intricately designed. So it's really cool to see the actual figures of the gears from the game. So that's cool. Have they done any of the other gears as well, or are they only doing Veltal right now? Like, have they done Vierge or Brigadier?
Yes, they have. So they only did it in model kits, actually. There was they basically did pretty much all the main gears. We had Vierge, there was Heimdall, there was
Heimdall, Brigadier, Steer,
Sire, yep. Even what's Billy's gear again?
It's like Ranmazuo or something like that.
Yeah, Ranmazuo. Yes,
yeah.
Ranmazuo.
And then
there's also and then Crescents also has a model kit.
That's cool
as well. I already gone over those figures in a previous video as well. Talking about all the Xenogears figures that have actually been released. They do come uncolored, so yeah, you do have to actually paint them if you want to actually get their true colors out. But if I were to guess, I think this figure comes in colored. I may be wrong about this because I haven't really actually looked at the website and pre-orders haven't gone up for it yet. But this is pretty much what it looks like, hands down. And yeah, if I had a lot of money, I would definitely spend it on this figure because, man, this looks so good the more I look at it.
Yeah, it looks great. But we're still waiting on that Xenogears remake, which I really hope that Square Enix will eventually greenlight and develop to the best of its ability.
Only in our dreams, Nishquik. Only in our dreams.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go on to our next news story, which is on Xenosaga. So Valak Turtle, as you know, he's the translator for the subtitles of the playthrough of Xenosaga Pied Piper, and they recently shared a new screenshot of a beta screenshots of Xenosaga Pied Piper, which was shown off in Xenosaga Episode 2, Volume 3, the magazine that released all the way back in the early 2000s. And this was a pretty obscure thing to actually know about, especially with Japanese fans of the series. Like, I feel like they haven't really gone into this newsletter all that much, but in it we have some beta screenshots of Pied Piper, and as I'm showing you some images from the actual game itself, you can tell some aspects about it are pretty different. So it's really cool to see some beta screenshots of a game that still hasn't been found yet. So
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
how it works like that. So.
Yeah. Coincidentally, since I've been listening to Resonant Arc talk about Xenogears quite a bit, I've been getting recommended some of his Xenosaga YouTube shorts as well, and I heard him talk a bit about Pied Piper, and I was like, oh, that's the Vodafone game, which we probably will never get to see. Unfortunately.
Well, yeah, unfortunately. Although, if you have watched previous Xeno News videos, there's already, like, a fan remake being made right now. And,
yes, I remember that.
yeah, it looks fantastic.
That's looking good, yeah.
And even though it's like a demo, it still is pretty fantastic that it's getting done. And we'll hopefully get an update from the developer of the remake soonish, hopefully maybe sometime within the next few months. So
Awesome.
very much looking forward to that, but
Yeah.
I'm really excited that these screenshots are here so we can probably get a better look of what went on during the game's development. Like, I'm assuming that this had a pretty short development time, just for all the 3 chapters that were in it. So, but yeah, that's Xenosaga news for you. So let's go ahead and go on to our next news story, which is this recent rediscovery of Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. They had official stickers or decals for like the Wii remote and like the front face of the Wii itself. You can literally put the decals on them, with even coming with all the holes with the buttons and stuff on it and stuff. And I just find it funny because, like, I feel like this is one of the very rare pieces of Dixon merch that we've ever seen ever.
That's funny.
It's just an official Wii Remote decal, so
Nice.
it got a lot of Dixon fans really excited because, yeah, there's official Dixon merch out in the open there that we haven't known about until now. So
Yeah, every Xenoblade character needs their time to shine, even Dixon. But that's cool.
Yeah.
That I never realized before seeing those that the Wii would have like decals and stickers like that, because now we have like the face plates and stickers you can put on like a PlayStation 5. But I'm like, thinking back to it, I'm like, yeah, the Wii would be perfect for something like that. And then also on the Wii remotes, because I had the Skyward Sword Wii remote, but if you could like add a decal to it, that would look so nice.
yeah, it'll look awesome.
Yeah.
Although I feel like I'm the only one that notices this, but like I feel like the Wii decal kind of cuts off Shulk a little bit right here, especially with this flap. Maybe I can't remember what that flap looks like. I think that's where you have the SD card slot. So it's not. I guess it's not too big of a deal because you can close the flap itself and still reveal the face itself. So, but yeah, really cool decals that we basically never heard of until now. So. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that rediscovery out. So, even though this is kind of known beforehand, it's just kind of something that not a lot of people really know about until now. So
That's pretty cool.
all right, and now, oh, it's become a meme at this point with Xeno news. We have no new Xenoblade X news.
Well,
like,
I will say this, I sort of have Xenoblade Chronicles X news of my own, and it's the fact that I finally beat the main story of the game after 2 years. I started the game 2 years back before Xenoblade 3 even came out, and I finally beat it live on my channel, I think in early June. So now I want a definitive edition and a sequel even more, because now like I played all the game and I know the cliffhanger ending now, so I need to have that resolved like everyone else.
well, congrats on your completion of Xenoblade X, Nishquik. I hope
Thank you.
I hope you're gonna be really excited for whenever there's official Xenoblade X news coming out within maybe the next decade, because I'm pretty sure something will happen, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I'm pretty optimistic that they're waiting it out for the next generation Nintendo Switch, and once that's out, they'll eventually announce a definitive edition or remake for that console. So yeah.
Yeah. If they were to make a definitive version of Xenoblade X again, Hiroyuki Sawano should definitely like remake the soundtrack so like it doesn't have that Sony copyright on it, because that's probably what's keeping it from me actually releasing. So I really hope that Sawano does that, and he really just pays dividends for all the Xenoblade X fans who've been waiting over almost a decade just for Xenoblade X to be re-released on a much more
I think now that the
platform,
Klaus saga is finished and they're finished off with that like part of the Xenoblade story, and like I think they just wanted to prioritize finishing off Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed. Now that that's done, they can move on to whatever else they want to do before, like Xenoblade 4 or whatever the next big game is. So I think now is a perfect time for Xenoblade Chronicles X, is the next Xenoblade release that we're gonna get.
Yeah, let's just hope it actually excites fans. That's the most important thing that Monolith Soft and Xenoblade wants to do. So but anyways, I talked about certain composers earlier for the Xenoblade series, but we also have another composer who's been pretty active this month about sharing like music videos of their songs, and that's with Manami Kiyota. And here's where we get to Xenoblade 2 news. So she uploaded a full version of her piano performance of Oresco, the Royal Capital, and man, after hearing that, like just the piano rendition of this song, wow, she is such a she's not only such a great composer, but she's really good at playing the piano as well. Like props to you, Manami Kiyota.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
She so some of my favorite songs in the series are all hers, like Sectoral Marsh Night and Sword Valley, Great Sword Base, and then of course Oresco is a very iconic song that I'll always remember from Torn of the Golden Country. So I really like Oresco, and the piano rendition is just amazing. Yeah. I've been seeing on Twitter that she's been posting a lot of her performances from a lot of the concerts that she's doing, so that's awesome to see.
Yeah, it's awesome to see that like fans can just view her music, and like she's such a legend. Like, she's a great composer, a piano player. She can sing, like,
she's also a vocalist.
Well. She's a great vocalist too. Like, you've heard like her performance in Redeem the Future, right?
Yes, yeah, that's her in Redeem the Future, Zands of the Divine, Central Marsh Night.
Yeah.
Even what's that one place? Spirit Crucible Elpis, I think that's her too. I feel like that is,
Yes, that is her too. Yep. She did a lot of vocal performances for the series, and I want her to just stay with the series, like, seriously. Like, I know Yasunori Mitsuda may be taking a break from the series, but man, I want Manami Kiyota to keep composing for the series. Like,
I really hope
she's such a
Ace
legend.
sticks around as well. Tomori Kudo, Chico, and Kenji Hiramatsu. I hope they stick around.
I bet they're gonna stay around too. So, but it's really cool that she uploaded that rendition. But that's not all that we have to talk about Manami Kiyota, because our next piece of Xeno news is that for Xenoblade 3's anniversary, she uploaded yet another performance of Iris Network, when she played on the piano. And man, when I listened to this, it like sounded almost exactly like I heard it in the game. Like, it's crazy. Like,
with the cello and everything, it was so nice to hear it live.
Yeah, it was so cool, really. Like I keep saying, Manami Kiyota really cooks with her music, and like she can really do such magical things in general, and really great that she's able to put those performances out there for the fans to just listen to and just to be really happy about. So
Yeah, I've always wished that I could go to a Xenoblade concert, sort of like what they do with Final Fantasy concerts here in the West.
Oh, yeah, I really hope that one of the composers, at least, I don't know about Mitsuda though, because I don't think he's ever been to the States to perform a concert, but I'm
wouldn't
pretty
be
sure if
surprised
like
if he
Nintendo has if Nintendo has the money, they would bring Manami Kyoto, Ace, Tomori Kudo. They would bring all of them over for like a really great Xenoblade concert one day.
Nintendo has done it a lot for the Zelda series, but Zelda's much bigger than Xenoblade. But if they do it for Xenoblade, I would buy tickets in an instant. Literally.
I will too. Like, I really want to actually see a concert in the States with them. Like, man. Well, only we can dream, you know? We can all dream, Nishquik. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on to our last piece of Xeno news. And that is because, just like any anniversary, Matsutsugu Saito has posted uni art for Xenoblade 3's second anniversary. Now, we've seen Matsutsugu Saito's art before with previous anniversary. We've seen the Glimmer art. We've seen the art for Xenoblade 3's art book release. But now we have Uni right here, and yeah, what can I say?
Who was the 1 year anniversary? Was it Mio? I think it was Mio, right, for the 1 year?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think it was Mio. I correct me if I'm wrong, post-self, but I'm pretty sure it was Mio, so.
Yeah, because I know for Xenoblade 2, he always does Pyra and Mithra together, usually.
Yeah.
Whenever Xenoblade 2 has the anniversaries. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't believe
Pyra
it's
and Mithra
been,
are still pretty popular, so.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been 2 years since Xenoblade 3 launched. Time really flies, but yeah, it's cool to see some new uni artwork from Saito. I really like his art style, and especially his anniversary drawings. They have a very kind of unique take on them.
Yeah. Saito is good, you guys, so really check out his art whenever there's a special anniversary for the Xeno series, for just Xenoblade 2 or 3, because Saito does great work. Let's hope that he keeps continuing being a part of the series as well, so. But yeah, that should be all the Xeno news for this month. However, we finally have Xeno merch. And it's pretty big, and, like, I'm not sponsored by any of these merch people or anything like that, but Xeno Compendium is finally getting a release in August. In fact, it's probably it's pretty much released right now. What it is, it's a 175-page hardcover art book of just a bunch of with at least 125 artists coming together just to create art for this humongous art book. And man, as somebody who's also putting together a fan project as well, like, I can only dream about how many artists would participate with each other and cooperate with each other, all to make this one book. And man, it's like such an achievement in general.
Yeah, it's a really cool collaborative effort that's going on in the Xenoblade community.
So there will be a regular edition and a special edition as well, that comes with keychains. It comes with like postcards and stickers and stuff. Really cool stuff. I'll definitely keep an eye on it, really, and see how it goes. But it's definitely something to consider working on in the future. So we have all these artists that I'm gonna be scrolling through here that, like, are really great and definitely deserve all the recognition in general. So yeah, definitely check into the Xeno Compendium, because they're doing a spectacular job. So yeah, thank you so much, Nishquik, for joining on this latest episode of Xeno News. Where can we...
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Luxker.
Yeah, where can we find you at?
Yeah, so you guys can find me on YouTube at Nishquik Pops. I talk about Nintendo, JRPGs, and a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles content. I actually am in the editing process for a very long Xenoblade Chronicles 1 video. I kind of had some ideas in my mind about talking about the very first Xenoblade Chronicles game, and I'll be having that video out hopefully sometime in early August. I'll have some Xenogears content as well once I finish that game off. And yeah, that's YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at Nishquik Pops as well. And also on Instagram. I'm not usually super active on there, but one other plug I wanted to mention is me and my friend, Kevin, the protagonist, have started a Xenoblade / Xenocentric podcast channel called the Conduit Cast. And we're slowly getting started with that, but we have 3 episodes already out on our YouTube channel, and that's been fun so far, so yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'll definitely have to check them out when I have the time. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it's been fun so far, and I always thought that if other people can have franchise-specific podcasts, why not give it a shot for Xenoblade as well?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I've basically done like a monthly Xeno news story for pretty much 10 months now, and I'm continuing getting guests as well alongside me just to talk about Xeno news, so it's really awesome to even see that.
Yeah, it's a cool and unique idea, so keep it up.
Alright, so anyways, thanks everyone for watching until the end. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share this video around. And don't forget to follow Nishquik on on his socials, on his YouTube channel, and his podcast as well. And as always, see you on the other side.